I have multiple sclerosis. This isn't one big confessional, I'm coming out type of video. It's not at all. The videos that I'm doing, it's a series. Basically, when all this started, when I got diagnosed, I tried to look for videos on YouTube. But the videos I found were from like companies, like medical companies. Because when you looked at the channel, it was like Johns Hopkins, Mayo Clinic, MS Society. They weren't real people. They might have been real people, but they were put into this interview style like environment where it was clean cut and they asked them the questions. I mean, I'm going to be asked questions too, but it's different. It's a real person like going through this day-to-day life and figuring out the rights and the wrongs, the do's and the don'ts. Because when I was trying to look for that, it was all websites and it was hyperlink after hyperlink, and it was annoying. Like, there wasn't something out there that was just like, oh, here are my answers, let's just go with it. It wasn't like that at all, and it was frustrating. The beauty about this is when someone leaves a comment on the video saying, hey Beck, this is what worked for me, here's where you can get it, this is how much, blah, blah, blah. If I try it, which I'm gonna try it, I'm not gonna be like, I don't know you. Like, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna tell you if it works or if it doesn't. The beauty of it is it's in the comment underneath the video. That way, if someone else is clicking on the video to try to find some advice or try to find some guidance, it's right there in the comments. So if what I'm talking about, they've already tried, and they saw that comment below, and they're like, oh, I haven't tried that yet, then they can. We're human. It's okay to ask for help sometimes. I am 23 years old. I grew up in upstate New York. I enlisted in the United States Navy almost 3 years ago. I kind of say what's on my mind. Sometimes it's a bad thing, sometimes it's a good thing. I'm kind of a fly by the seat of my pants type of person. I kind of just go with the flow. Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease where my white blood cells attack my nerve cells in my brain and my cerebrospinal cord. So, symptom-wise, to them it was black and white. To me, I didn't know what was going on. I thought I just had a pinched nerve in my back, and this is the reason why I was getting migraines and muscle pains, and my feet were always tingly, and my hands were always tingly. But when I had my first appointment, I was telling the doc what was going on. It was my primary care in like family practice. I was telling what was going on. They're like, oh, it sounds like you have vertigo. I don't know. I haven't had an ear infection since I was 6. So it couldn't have been vertigo. My ears aren't ringing all the time. Like, that's not it. They're like, all right, well, we're going to send you down to neuro. I said, all right. Go down to neurology. And they had a bunch of interns in front of me. They were doing their physical exam. The doctor came in. He did his physical exam. He's like, all right, I'm going to walk you down to MRI. Like, ugh, all right. So 8 million things are going through my head. I didn't know what was going on. Come back from MRI, scheduled my appointment for later that night. Come back from MRI, and I asked the doc, I look at him, I go, from the physical exams and from what I'm telling you, what do you think it is? He goes, oh, I think you have multiple sclerosis. And I look at him, and I go, really? He goes, yeah, but the MRI, it's just an easier diagnosis. So in my head, I panicked, and I started bawling my eyes out in front of this doc. And this is at the Naval Hospital, so he's a captain, so we're bonding very well with me bawling my eyes out in front of him. But I was scared, confused, everything, every emotion. The only thing that really changed was my exercise. I used to run about 1.5 to 2 miles every morning. My diet's kind of stayed the same. I eat less fast food because I used to eat that shit. But yeah, my exercise has really been the only thing that's changed, because running's a main trigger now, so I'm gonna kind of cut that out. So running's a big part, because if I get hot, if my body temperature is a little too high, or if it's too hot out, I'll get a migraine. I'll start to get a migraine. My vision will get blurry. I can't really feel my feet. If I stand up too quickly, I'll get really dizzy. And I'll lose my balance. If I have my eyes closed for too long, I'll start to sway back and forth. Usually it's back, so. No. I mean, career-wise now, for the military, yeah. Like, before I got diagnosed, I wanted to be operational. I wanted to be a Greenside corpsman. I wanted to go search and rescue, but my main goal, my main passion is to open a barn, open a ranch, and provide therapeutic riding for people who have mental and physical disabilities. That's always been the goal, but Greenside was the stepping stone. So no, that doesn't really change anything, because I used to be a go, go, go. You can sleep when you're dead. That's what I used to say to myself all the time. You can sleep when you're dead. You can sleep when you're dead. Well, now after a 2-hour walk or a 2-hour running around, I need to take about 5 minutes, sit down and drink some water. When your doctor says to you, you have multiple sclerosis, start getting into a routine now. And I don't mean like, all right, get up early, let's take a look, let's go power walk with the mall walkers. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, get yourself into a scheduled routine. Like, all right, I always wake up at this time, so I'm gonna take my morning meds at this time. I go to bed at around usually this time, so I'm gonna take my meds in here. I'm gonna get at least an hour to 2 hours of light exercise. That can be yoga, Pilates, walking your dog, anything light, until your body is comfortable with doing heavier exercises or more intense exercises. Another thing is, like, I've always eaten healthy. I've always been a healthy eater, aside from the fast food, but we're gonna ignore that. What I'm saying is, if you're the type of person that eats fast food more than 2 to 3 times a week, you need to cut that out and make that 1 to 2 times a month. It's okay to eat a little crappy sometimes, but that's only sometimes. But if you eat crappy all the time, you're looking at frequent times to have your symptoms flare up, or have an attack or an episode, however you want to call it. Because now your body's compensating for more than one thing, and your body's going in an overload, and that's more damaging to yourself than you know. I used to be a smoker. I was a smoker for 4 years until I got diagnosed with this puppy. I quit smoking the same month I got diagnosed, so I quit smoking in October. If you're the type of person that puts others before yourself always, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to be selfish, but in this case, you need to be selfish until you're comfortable with your body and you're comfortable with what this new experience is doing to you. Because you need to put yourself first. You need to tell yourself, all right, Beck, you need to sit down and take a minute, even though people are asking you to do 8 million different things. You just gotta put yourself and your health before you. So if this video has answered any questions at all, or if you have any questions for me, feel free to drop a comment or a question, or a hey, good job in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos to come. Thanks, and we'll see you later.